Welcome to Stand. This is where we dive into real stories from behind the back. Urgent calls to intense confrontation. Join us as we explore and experience it all. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single moment.
Stop.
On May 23rd, 2025, I called the police for help.
I don't
My
even know the
ex-boyfriend had
extent of it right now
completely
because I don't have my
drained my
debit account.
Cash App
He could've went
account,
to
and
my
I had
bank and
all the
withdraw money
proof,
from my
bank
bank.
messages, and transactions.
No, but he
I
did
genuinely
steal money, and I
believed
have
they
the
would
receipts
assist me
for
in
it,
getting
but
my
he
money
also could have
back.
done more, but I don't know that yet.
So
I do have proof.
Do you have?
While I was in jail, he had my phone in my car. I requested it to be with my mom. I called her multiple times while I was in the jail. She could not find it. It was in my car with him.
Okay.
It was charged more than it was, but when I left, my phone was on 4% when I left, and my phone was on 14 when I got back. Cash App, yesterday, I was in jail at 3:01 a.m. $100 sent to him. $75 sent to him at 7:10 p.m. $71 sent to him at 8:23
So
p.m.
y'all share a bank account?
No.
Okay, then how was he able to get hit
He had my phone. He had my online banking. He was able to transfer out of my savings because he had my phone. My passwords are saved on my online banking. And he also went into my email, changed my banking passwords, security alerts, ICDs. January 31st, I was in jail.
Okay.
So he took money from me, and now he has my car at the moment.
From your account?
Yes.
Y'all don't share account at
No,
all?
we do not share any account whatsoever.
Okay. All right.
And
So-
he has my car, and he was not allowed to take my car.
Okay. All right.
He has my wallet and my keys and my social security
He
number
lives here
and my
with you,
ID.
right?
Yes.
Okay. And you just got released from jail?
Yes.
Okay. What did they serve you at the jail?
We have a no contact order.
Mm-hmm.
I have not talked to him.
Okay.
They put me on ROR.
ROR. Okay, yeah, I know.
So I don't
what that
know.
means.
I don't know anything because they didn't give me my papers.
They didn't give you papers, but you signed them because I just
Yeah.
got them from.
I
just
signed
got
them, but I don't have my papers.
But
I
have
left
the
them on a
papers.
bench, and then they said that they couldn't find them.
Okay, well, I have the papers.
I
okay?
don't.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
On that paper, it says you can't be within 500 feet of his residence, and this is listed as his residence.
Oh
So
yeah, but my mom and his mom talked, and his mom said that he is going to stay there, and my mom cleared that up with him before.
Okay, I understand that, but that should have been explained to the judge. But right now, what I have on paper, you're not supposed to be here without law enforcement present.
Okay.
Okay,
So what do I do then?
so go ahead, turn around, put your hands on your back.
Wait, what?
You're
arresting me, Mom.
kidding me?
Mom,
Put your
wait.
hands. Hey, you stay.
Wait, no, please stop. Wait, he stole money from me. You're gonna do this?
He stole money from her.
Okay, man.
Wait, my mom said it was okay for me to come here. Wait, Mom!
Stop.
Stop! Mom! Hey!
Calm down. Calm down.
Mom!
Calm down.
Gia, stop.
Mom,
Listen,
stay with
right,
me.
her baby lives here. This is
Mom,
my
no,
house.
Mom.
This is my
I was
house.
told it was okay. I told the
This
court.
is my house.
Okay,
No.
I'll explain everything
Look,
to you, okay?
Mom, walk
You
me to the house.
she has nowhere else to go. Where is she supposed to
No,
go?
come on.
Ma'am,
Where's she
You
supposed
need
to
to
go?
put you
I'll
need to put your
explain
hands
everything to you,
behind your
okay?
back, okay?
No.
If you don't do that, you're gonna get an extra charge. Do you hear me? If you don't do it,
Please, I can't.
okay,
Her baby is
My
here.
baby's here. Is there anything else I could do?
Go inside
Let's
because we
explain
do
Is there
that.
anything else I could do? Am I gonna go to jail again?
Look,
Let's
I'm still
explain
going
everything
to
relax.
do a report on what you explained to me.
No, I
okay?
can't. No,
We
he
need
said
an
he was
arrest, not
gone.
a
He said he was gone.
Not a report
He
on
said
him.
he was gone.
An arrest.
Okay.
That's my car as well. I want to press charges against him.
Okay, all right.
I can't breathe. Can I go to the hospital, please?
Relax.
I need an ambulance.
That's my car too. I want him arrested.
You
That's
need
my
to
car
relax.
too.
Mom.
I'm the primary owner of that car, and I want
Okay,
him
and I
arrested.
hear, and I
They
hear
told
you.
me that I would be okay coming back here.
Yeah, I
They
don't
told me I would be
understand
okay.
this. He's not here.
They told me I would be okay if he was not
Okay,
here.
He's not here.
Look, I'm right here, honey, okay?
He's not here.
You need to, let's take
He's
these
not
breaks.
here.
But when the officers showed up, everything took an unexpected turn. Instead of offering assistance, they accused me of violating a pre-existing no-contact order. I was absolutely floored and couldn't believe how quickly the situation escalated against me.
It's officially hold on, time out real quick. Their lease is up in March.
You signed papers that said
He's
that
out
you
as of March
acknowledge
1st.
that you're not
Okay? He has not paid me rent yet.
Okay, it doesn't matter, okay?
He does not live here in my mind.
It doesn't matter, okay?
What is this?
This is our home,
Listen,
my home with my daughter.
His listed address is here, okay?
Okay.
Since she was arrested last night, she's
He
good.
neglected his baby as well.
She brought me
Can I
here.
speak?
How am I supposed
Listen,
to
I understand what's going on, okay? I understand you're upset. But I gotta
I'm
explain.
very upset because this is not right.
This is what I gotta explain to you, okay?
supposed to be here.
He
And
lives
you
here,
sign
okay?
papers that
This
you-
is this.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter if he's here or not, okay? This is his listed address, okay, with the
Won't be
court.
for long.
Okay, well then they're gonna have to go to the courthouse
Oh, I will go to the courthouse.
and get the no contact order,
I will
okay,
go to the
amended,
courthouse.
okay? But right now, she cannot be here. Now, if she,
Mom, I'm going to jail, Mom. Come on.
if she,
No, Mom, I'm going to jail, Mom.
For no, there's no reason
Mom,
to
I'm
be
going
taking her
to
to
jail.
jail.
Please, Mom. Mom, there's no reason to.
Gia, stop,
Stop.
Gia,
Mom.
Gia.
Oh my God.
Can I please explain this?
Once you get into here, the worst thing.
Can I have my phone, please? Can you put it to my mom?
Yes. We'll give it to your mom, but yeah, have enough.
So there's got to be no evidence.
I'm not touching your phone. I need to delete any evidence off of your phone. This one.
What, can I go to the hospital, please? Can I please go to the hospital? You said I would have an ambulance.
Okay.
I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Can I please?
Can you
Hold on.
spread
Oh,
your
come on,
feet?
come on. Can I please go to the hospital? Can I please go to the hospital? I feel like I'm having a heart attack.
All right. Put your butt in first. Watch your head.
Ow. Ow.
So first thing I want to let you know, if you do go to the hospital, you can't take anything to drink or eat because they're going to want to do lab work and all that, and it can alter it. But can you step out and stand up so that way we want to at least check your vitals and see what's going on, okay? All right. Yeah.
Can I do them from the front if I have good behavior right now?
Well, that's not my call.
Ma'am, I'm Corporal Cavis. I'm one of the supervisors. I'm on scene now. You just resisted and fought my guys. No. There's no snacks. There's none of that stuff. They're going to check and treat you. And
I
then we're
haven't
gonna go get
eaten,
you.
sir.
Okay. They'll feed you at the gym.
They didn't
Checking
though.
your pulse.
They're going to check your pulse. They're going to check your stuff. And then we're going to go.
Am I gonna get out of the jail?
Probably not until
Try not to move your
When is that?
tomorrow morning.
around.
So I'll be there. They don't have it in the afternoon. He just told me that they had it in the afternoon.
Copy that.
Okay, then I misinformed you. I apologize.
Is there anything wrong with your heart or your lungs?
Yeah.
What's
I feel like I'm having a heart attack.
No, what medical history do you have?
I don't know. Can I please go to the hospital?
Oh, hold on. Hey, there you go.
Good. And you?
Good.
Can I please go to the hospital? I feel like I'm having a heart attack. I need to be seen.
You have a cardiac history?
No.
Okay, what's making you feel like you're having a heart attack?
I can't breathe and I feel like I'm gonna faint and I have not eaten anything. And I'm not drinking anything.
It's your anxiety. Okay.
I want to go to the hospital. That's my right.
It is your right. Absolutely.
Can I please go to the hospital?
Just go and check. Okay. Sit. That's a couple bucks to the right.
What?
It's just like a tough. It's good.
We'll wait and see what they say.
Just get it.
I need to go to the hospital, please.
We're
I have these in the front. I promise I won't run anywhere.
We are not denying you going to the hospital.
I feel like you are.
I promise you, we are not denying you
Do
medical
you think I'll be out of
treatment
jail in the
and
morning? Do you think I'll be out of jail in the morning?
It's up to the judge. That ain't up to us.
Are you guys gonna document that he stole from me and took my car? Can I see my mom before I leave?
They're good. Yeah. Right. What was that?
Gia, the longer you drag this out, it's just going to take longer for you to go to see a judge and all that, okay?
I know, but I need to be seen.
So if you really need to be
I couldn't
seen,
get a blood pressure to the
Can
operating
I
room.
please be seen? Can I just go in the ambulance, please?
Just have a seat. Right. Well, we'll figure this out.
I see, but nothing out of the board. That's the only thing now is just figure out how you want to stand by and we'll see. Well, like I know what you said about wanting to ride on. Right, right. Yeah, that's the only thing left to figure out. It's about the same. Yeah.
I need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, this whole fun part when you have visual, they're exciting.
She's not going to code out in the back of the car?
No. As long as she continues to control her breathing, she will be fine.
I'm good with that. Pop your side feet real quick.
I need to go to the ambulance.
You need a slight diffusion.
Am I being?
You need a slight
Can I have my
diffusion.
rights? Am I gonna be able to go to the hospital?
They have medical staff on scene. On staff at the gym.
I need to go to the hospital. That's what I need to do right now. Dad, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack.
They just checked you out, okay?
I need an EKG. I want to go to the hospital.
Ultimately, I was arrested and charged with violating a protection order and resisting arrest. Now, I'm looking at another stint in jail. Given everything that happened, do you honestly believe I deserve this outcome?
Well, that's before.
On May 23rd, 2025, I called the police for help. My ex-boyfriend had completely drained my Cash App account, and I had all the proof, bank messages, and transactions. I genuinely believed they would assist me in getting my money back.
To the clothes in here. So here's the cosmetics, and here is the actual price of the clothes. And I'll get a ticket switch receipt for you in the second word. Do you guys have your receipt?
It was in the bag, I believe.
So is all of this? Yes. All the cosmetics were concealed in the bags, and then this they paid for it, so I'll show you what the difference. You bookmarked it right in that? Yeah. So I'll print out a receipt for what they actually paid for versus the full amount of. That's going to be the receipt of what they actually paid for.
Is there some of the stuff they paid for is on these receipts, or these are all?
So the longer one, this is all stuff they concealed into their personal bags, so they didn't even attempt to pay for that. And the smaller one, they put a false label on 5 items for it to come up shorter. Come up smaller.
So I still got to do the investigation, figure out exactly what's happening.
He said that all was gonna happen was they were gonna take pictures of us and bam.
Well, that's before. That's what I do.
Ban us for 1 year.
So once law enforcement gets involved, whatever they do after is up to them.
He said that that we weren't gonna go to jail. He was just going to ban us for a year from Target. He was explaining himself.
Yeah, I didn't say they weren't. I just said. Today is September 22nd, 2024. If you guys are seen on Target property, that means the entire parking lot, excluding the sidewalks, you'll be arrested for 1 year. And then on September 22nd, 2025, you guys are free to come back to this Target and shop. And then you guys are free to shop at any Target anywhere else. But moving forward, if you guys do commit another like offensive dishonest activity, whether it's even like skip scanning, like $15, this same thing will happen and you'll get a second charge added. So it'll be a lot worse. So you'll be a repeat after that. So kind of moving forward, let's please not do this again. So she had previously mentioned that you needed to change your baby diapers. So however you guys want to do it, I don't want to obviously impede the baby just because of all this going on. Yeah, so we're good.
So we are going to jail.
I'm not the investigating deputy. He's the other guy that just stepped out. So I have no idea what.
Neither one of us can answer basically what we're trying to say. Once I make the stop, you guys come back here, and then law enforcement gets involved. Whatever happens after, I don't control.
Because I thought you said that law enforcement wasn't going to get involved.
Yeah, like we ran out, you said that would happen, but we just
came back.
Well, that was also before I realized what it was.
No, he actually didn't take anything. It was just me.
But he was aware of it though. So he's an accomplice to this whole thing. If we were to ask him if he had no idea this was going on.
I really didn't. I was holding the baby the entire time. Watching the camera.
We have you on camera.
Yeah.
Right next to her when she was
Putting all the stuff in the bag.
I didn't want to watch her put anything in that. I mean, if we gotta pay everything, I'll pay for it all.
Once you pass the towers, it's past that point where we don't do that. But
What?
He's the primary one here, so I'm not sure. Depending on how much, I don't know how much was the value of stuff you guys took. So that's one of the determining factors. Also, you have kids here, so that's another determining factor there. So it depends on the value of what you guys took. When it's past a certain threshold, we have to make an arrest. Also, because you have your kids here, that's another thing that we have to take into consideration as well. So.
All right. How'd you guys get here?
Our car.
You drove? Okay. So this is what's going to happen, all right? You guys committed a crime, so we have to do an arrest, all right? But based on the children being here, you have to go to jail. I'm going to file a warrant, all right? And you're going to have to follow up with the court case.
You have to go to jail?
You guys stole a felony amount and scheme to defraud is a felony. We have 2 felonies there. We don't have a choice.
I could pay for it.
You should have paid for it before we got called here.
I didn't even know.
All right? So, man, just understand you're going to have to follow up with the court.
Trespass.
It's a felony. Okay, so you stole $760. That's a felony. And then changing the taxes scheme to defraud, which is also a felony. That's not just a trespass.
So I'm getting arrested?
Yes.
I'm going to jail?
Yes. All right, so just do me a favor. You want to take off? You're watching stuff? I'm doing you guys a huge favor by letting you go so we don't have to do
She's going home?
Yes. So we don't have to deal with all the kids and figuring out how they're going to... Just real quick. Just step over here for me. You don't have anything crazy in your pockets, right?
No, sir. That's my wallet.
Just do it. Alright, I'm just going to take them out, alright? Just don't reach for anything.
Yeah.
I just want... You want the wallet to go with her?
Yeah.
Right. What's this?
My keys.
You want the keys to go with her?
Yes.
Okay.
So how do I get out of jail?
You'll see a judge in the morning.
You'll see a judge in the morning and... Alright, you have anything in here?
Depending on...
Want to keep your phone? If it's a vape, you can't take the vape.
Can I hit my vape real quick at least now?
No, don't hit your vape in here with us. I don't want
It's my last hit.
No, don't. I don't want to the vape. Hold me.
Thanks for that, man. Thank you so much.
Alright.
You want to take it?
I guess I'll take my phone.
Yeah, you can keep your phone. You have anything else in your pocket?
Yes, sir.
Alright, just me a favor, please. Do you want to take this wristband off? Or the bracelet?
What, the ring?
Now you're being cooperative, so I'm not going to slam on. You want to put your hands together like you're praying, that'll make it a little bit easier, alright?
I can do the property for you. I can do the property. I'm going to finish it.
Alright,
so again, I always appreciate you coming down so fast.
Okay. Usually once he goes to intake, when it's through the booking, right there, they'll be able to tell him what it is when they do his fingerprints.
In a few hours.
It takes about, probably about,
I have medicine I'm prescribed for as well.
What?
I have medicine I'm prescribed for.
Okay, they'll have it up there.
Okay, once you
don't
tell them,
see a nurse
there's a whole pharmacy in the jail, so once you have the,
I didn't do nothing. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I should be able to get out tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
You're free to go.
Thanks again.
I'll be back with you in 1 second, alright?
I'll be right here.
In the end, the suspect was charged with felony grand theft and scheme to defraud, resulting in 1 year of probation.
Ultimately, I was arrested and charged with violating a protection order and resisting arrest. Now, I'm looking at another stint in jail. Given everything that happened, do you honestly believe I deserve this outcome?
You ain't but a badge, bitch. All of y'all. Good work. Good work, officer. Good work.
On September 22nd, 2024, I just wanted to grab some stuff from Dick's Sporting Goods, including those popular Stanley Cups. What started as a simple shoplifting attempt quickly escalated into a wild 115-mile-per-hour chase down I-75.
Did I walk out? Yeah. This is her. And I was trying to, sorry, let me,
Okay.
No, I'm not sure what the product she had in the bags, but I know that it was the 2 ball bags and then product was stuffed in there.
Gotcha. What is your first name?
Melissa.
I'm going to send you a link. Can you send me that video?
Absolutely. We just did this on Monday.
So I was coming from Bright Road.
Yeah.
So since I was behind her, there was 3 guys in front of her, so I'm hoping one of them gets her whichever way she ended up going. So
yeah, but
because one went towards the 99 and the highway, so she may be getting to him here just a second.
Yeah, it was like, look.
Hoping I hear it on my radio.
yeah, she put them in, obviously you can see her putting them in the trunk of her car. If I pause this, if we started right there. Sorry.
Do you just go outside and wait on her?
Well, I was right here, and then I was just trying to get a license plate.
With a tan coat, boots on. I just saw you walk out of my store with 2 ball bags filled with stuff.
She tried to say.
They were, because they weren't in any.
She said that's not my stuff.
Bags.
She goes, that's not your stuff.
I literally just saw you walk out.
Can you get me at least a price on the bags and like a
Do you know
receipt or
what colors
something?
they were? Blush, big blush one, small one.
She's still running?
She's still.
They're by the highway on 99 there, so they're not anywhere close that I can help. So no reason for me to even drive.
Oh yeah, I could fill out another one of these.
Hey, at least we caught this one.
Yeah. Well, you guys had a
Now,
lady.
I will tell you, it's dangerous going out there, even to get a license plate, but the license plate does help a lot.
I know.
Hi.
Well, I'm only saying I'm going out to the sidewalk.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could say you went out and got the license plate.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have much of a conversation with her anyway.
No.
Well, you weren't trying to stop her, necessarily.
No.
So, I'm sure that's against your policy.
Yeah, we're supposed to do sidewalk, and that's about it.
After receiving a statement from the manager, officers had a full description of the suspect. It was time to search for the thief. Moments later, officers spotted the vehicle, and a high-speed chase ensued as they attempted to apprehend the suspect.
We are eastbound on North Dixie Highway. If someone can communicate to this Perrysburg Township unit behind me to come take the one position, I'll give it up. Ran the red light at Fort Meigs Boulevard, westbound. We're at the traffic light at Levis Commons and Jefferson Street through that intersection. We're coming up to the Virgin Diamond here at 75, 475 split. We're going to get back on 475 southbound. On 25. Pit. She just took a pit on her. Stealing from Dick's.
Oh, I fucking ball bag.
You weren't running, were you?
No, I'm not. I walked back. Ball bag. $100 ball bag.
Come down here and play it.
Thanks, guys. Get caught up to do it too. Thank you, guys. Hey, took that quarters. You one from Finley all the way up here.
I talked to the lady and everything.
Females in custody. We're at 75 and the 25 engineering trail exit.
Woo! Y'all get a big reward, huh?
You get a felony.
Big reward.
You can go to prison now for stealing some clothes. Not stupid.
Guess what? Slap on the wrist. First time. Never
Nope. Not in Hancock County.
Strong County, honey. You're not Lucas.
Not Lucas anymore. Over here.
Best lawyer. and Hancock and Lucas, everywhere, baby.
Yeah, I'm on one.
Everywhere. See y'all soon. Great job.
Thank you. Halfway. You got it. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whenever you guys get a chance, whoever's in this, the evidence is in the trunk. They said she put it in the trunk. Okay.
I'll get you out of here.
That's good. We're gonna have a tow truck come get it. So okay. I got another officer. Should be here in a second. So.
Good job.
Thanks.
You good? You all right?
I'm good. Yeah, good.
Cops tried to pull me over, but I wasn't stopping. The pursuit tore through multiple towns until they finally used a pit maneuver to bring me to a halt. I fought hard, but there was no escaping them.
We got a tow truck coming. I just need to get in the trunk. However you open the trunk on this stupid thing. There we go. There it is. Some pictures.
All for a little stuff.
Yeah, for a misdemeanor. Kind of dumb, but
you need help with?
I got a tow truck coming. I'm just gonna get our evidence here and go from there.
We gotta set up front there, though.
I thought you guys had it boxed in there, but. 494. So I've got a whole bunch of Stanleys, some clothes, like a black rubber bag, a purple rubber bag, and a plastic bag with clothes. Does that sound about right? You're clear. That's all the stuff she stole. Stupid ass. I know. Why do they do this? Good.
Let's take my phone off the hood, please.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. You're not getting it though. So.
I just want to call and make sure my baby back with my daughter. That's it.
If you would have stopped in Finley, and we would have wrote you a court date, and you would have left, and then you could have called your dad or your baby dad and your
I
daughter.
didn't know how Finley works, so I wanted to get to Toledo.
Toledo, and now what's
And
happening?
then I
You got
went
a
to
film.
Perrysburg, and then I'm like, fuck Perrysburg, so I was like, let me get to Toledo.
It's terrible excuses. All right, but no, you're not going to use your phone anytime soon. So sit tight, enjoy the
Well, I
calmness.
had a newborn baby. I just need. Can you call him?
Let me tell you something right now. I am being a dick. I don't give a shit. Okay, you know how many lives you just put in danger out there? Myself, all these officers, all the citizens out there, and then you're worried about your little baby. You could have stayed home and taken care of him like a good mom.
I am.
Piece of shit.
I do.
Dude, this is my second one. No, because I jumped in right behind.
Yeah, it happens all the time down there. She's in there whining. I need to go take care of my little baby.
Is that her?
Yeah.
You guys had one they stole from like the Best Buy warehouse? Yeah. They flipped that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They flipped the Pacifica. I worked in early with Williams, and they get off and try to go the wrong way and flip it, and then tried to run across to Baymont and Northwood.
What's her name?
Oh, I think that was
Angelica.
You ain't shit but a bitch with a badge, bitch. All of y'all. Good work. Good work, officer. Good work. Fucking dumbasses. For a fucking purse. Y'all slow as fuck. Did all that shit for a purse, and they just fucked my car up. Nah, I really ain't gotta pay for my car. Why the fuck is y'all counting my money, bitch? Bitch. And he keep touching my motherfucking wallet like you about to touch my money. Why is y'all in my money? Fuck wrong with y'all? Fucking pigs. Thief ass pigs. Your mama bitch and your ugly ass kids bitch. Bitch ass motherfucker. Bitch. Tear your motherfucking shit up. Y'all lucky, bitch.
Now I'm charged with grand theft and fleeing and eluding. I'm still waiting for judgment. What do you think? Do I deserve what's coming, or should I be facing even harsher consequences?
The suspect was charged
for all
with
that
grand
chaos?
theft and...
Back around November 2022, this all started. I was a BJ's employee, and a member asked me to process his coupons in a certain way. I didn't think it'd be a regular thing, but it became a routine. Thousands of dollars in merchandise for just $40 checkouts.
Question for you. So we tried to get a detective here today, but they sent an officer. So we have a $66,000.
It has to go through an officer. I have to take the initial report, and if a sergeant looks at the case and feels it needs to go to a detective, then it'll be assigned.
So I have a question for you. We have all the data, but we're going to interview the team member tomorrow because we need her to admit collusion because she's working with a specific member that we want to file charges for, but we need to talk to the team member first. So she's in tomorrow, but I want to coordinate it where...
Yeah, the only thing, I've had a case like this where they tried to coordinate it with me specifically, and we got so busy that day that we had like a shooting over here that there was no way I could be there, and they interviewed that person without me. So I don't know how you guys, it's just hard to say yes I can be here at a certain time or no I can't. That's the only thing I have with, you know, the only issue I have with that.
But here's my question.
The person's not here now?
No. Okay. Well, that's why we wanted you to come. Like, we have everything. Although the $66,000 is an accumulation since November, we only have archive video starting March 3rd. But my question, it's a complete felony already. Like, that surpassed that. Even what we have on video versus the total case value. The total case value is like $67,000. But we can prove, like, probably half of that because we only have archive till March.
Yeah, I mean, I have to obviously look at the video, and if, you know, everything adds up and it goes to the state attorney and they feel like this is a solid enough case, then they would, you know, go through.
You guys would arrest if she admits already tomorrow anyway.
Well, the thing is, like, I have to be able to read her Miranda rights. Like, I just can't.
No, I get that.
All
but
that
I'm
stuff,
just saying, we have all the paperwork. Like, this is a significant.
I might not. I'm going to tell you, I might not arrest. It might not even be me, but I might not arrest that person right away, and I might file charges with the state attorney.
Really, for that much? For 60.
But like I said, I have to take the initial report, and if we can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that it was this person, the detective probably has to take a deeper dive into it, because I can only do so much.
So what do you recommend? Because I am looking for an arrest tomorrow. I mean,
that's not up to you.
No, but
I mean, yeah, you know, BJ's is the victim, and you guys want to press charges, and I have to look at the video. I have to look at, you know, all the evidence and write the initial report, and the sergeant has to look at it, and then we go from there.
Okay. Would you recommend to look at the information now, or call you guys tomorrow? Because I have to.
Just the only thing is, like, you see how long it took me to get. It kind of took me a while to get here today. Number one, Raising Cane's is insane over there. So it took me 20 minutes just to get in here. The only thing about waiting tomorrow is if she's here and we can't get here.
Wow.
That's the only thing I worry about, because it happened to me with Walmart. He was there, and they didn't read him his Miranda rights, you know, and he wrote some sort of, like, weird letter that was very vague. So I don't know what, you know, it went to the state attorney. I just don't know what's going to happen with it because I wasn't there.
So you have to be a part of the interview?
I mean, I have to be able to read her Miranda rights, and hear and have her confess it to me on body camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. She's here at 9. I'm anticipating you guys aren't as crazy during the morning.
I don't know. I can't make a promise. Like, I can do the initial report, and then, you know, we can try to be here tomorrow for the interview, or it's up to you. It's whatever you guys want to do or feel comfortable with.
I mean, well, I'll have everything lined up for you.
Yeah, I would need copies. I need copies of this. So.
We have all of it. We have all the receipts, we have all the videos, we have what we have, and I can break it down for you when it started, what the amount is that we have to deal with for.
Is it cash or
I'm going to just show you. All the receipts have similar readings, right? So there is a specific number that's been coming here and going to a specific cashier. He goes particularly to self-checkout, and she's discounting all his purchases, so keep in mind, this is a $1,200 sale, and the member is paying that amount. So all these coupons, you see these overrides, they're overridden by that specific cashier, and he only goes to her. We've looked at his membership, we looked at his sales, all of these are manually entered. So she's discounting that.
So she doesn't need a manager to take that kind of amount of money?
She doesn't, because she's a self-checkout attendant, and those cards, to override them at self-checkout, she has access to.
I guess BJ should look at that policy. Yeah. Okay. So how do you know it's that specific cashier at that specific moment?
We pulled all the videos for all these transactions.
So you wanna watch here? And then who's the member? Do you have their information?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, this would probably have to go to a detective. So it's just the amount of money.
But even if if you're there, or an officer is there and she admits to it, then at that point can you still make an arrest if you do the Miranda?
As long as everything. I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So again,
But I can't promise you someone can be here when you want us to be here.
No, I get that. So this is the most recent one, which is yesterday.
Who am I looking at?
So that's the cashier.
Which lady?
This one.
And that's the member, the guy in the blue?
Correct. Why is your thing pixelating all of a sudden? Just leave it there. Is it playing? Why is it pixelating all of a sudden? Maybe I need to play it on my holding for membership. 4 0. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know why your stuff's pixelating. So that's her. This is the member.
So that's the one and only member that she does for?
Correct.
And you guys have looked through all the transactions?
Yes. There's a pattern. It's him and her. Since November. And she does the exact same thing. Because all the receipts show the same thing.
And at the end of the night, does someone have to tally up the coupons or anything like that?
So we no longer actually tally up the coupons. They just go automatically into a bag. It doesn't get...
So it doesn't have to match against...
Tank goes back to white Mercedes convertible at a Palm Beach.
We don't do a physical validation.
And does she have a sign-in number to a register?
Correct, and that's her number.
The 540
So in certain cases, like for this example, she's on a register.
Right.
But in some cases, majority of the time, it's at self-checkout, which has a different...
What day is this?
Yesterday. This is just the most recent one.
And then where's yesterday's paper?
Right here.
So does she actually have a paper coupon? Like, does he hand her paper coupons? Or how
You'll see. So what he does, he hands her coupons on the corner there. She doesn't even look at them. And she just keys in. You'll see her keying in. Which you'll see. When you see her keying in, this is what you're seeing. Is all this amount.
She just can put any amount.
Pretty much. And
That's crazy that
she's overriding it herself. Because you see this manager override?
Is she a manager?
No.
Does every employee have access to do that? A manager override?
Any cashier. But their ID is tied to themselves only.
Call holding for membership?
So every single time, whether it's self-checkout or at a register, that's exactly what you see. It's the exact same video that you see. It's just in different spots. She's just keying it in. So like right now, right, you see how he's handing her coupons? Look at her typing it in, right? When you see her typing in and scan, the scan is the override. So she's just keying in coupons for the guy.
What is she scanning though? Oh, like
her card
Okay.
to do the override. So you see how she just continuously key, scan. Each time she's keying and scanning, she's overriding and manually entering in a coupon. He puts a pile of coupons there, but she doesn't even look at them.
How come this wasn't caught any sooner?
So we've determined an issue with our exception-based reporting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a technical thing where it's what tender type she used.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it being vendor coupon, she used a type B. And it's like it's like just a slight adjustment on the exception-based reporting that it didn't catch it.
So like some sort of glitch?
It wasn't a glitch, it's how we created the report where we just needed to make one minor adjustment to put it as a coupon as a tender. We just put coupon usage, but we didn't put it as a tender, and how she processed it is as a tender, so that's why.
So how was this caught then?
So what finance does, because we send all this data that goes through the POS, gets validated by finance at the corporate office. So type B coupons are coupons that are from BJ's Wholesale Club. So
those little books?
No, it's a special type. It's not the ones in the books. So what those are is so finance reconciles these because these come from BJ's. It's a separate type of coupon. They're not in the book. They're like, wait a minute, how can Boynton Beach have like 1,000 of these $1,000 in a week, more than 1,000 worth of these type B coupons, and we send them the coupons, so they reconcile it. So when they looked at that, they saw a pattern every single week. This is the only club that has a significant amount of type B coupons.
And she's not removing any money out of the register?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
And what was that thing you were using it for?
A gift card.
A gift card.
545 Rock Congress.
Yep. But it's him every hug and her.
Do you guys have another chair? I need to sit down. I need to write your information.
Officers learned the employee wasn't due back until the next day, so they set a plan, ready to catch her in the act. The plan was simple: wait and watch.
Hello. Is there a room that we can talk to her?
Alone?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys. This is the coupon from the pouch from today.
Lindsay, you stay.
Yeah.
You guys need to. I'll just do it more in.
No, I didn't, because we were talking on.
Alright, Detective Langer, Point Beach Police Department, how are you? My partner, Detective Cynthia Rivera. So, before we get started, I'm just going to read you your rant, okay? I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent, not to answer any questions. Any statements you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before making any statements and during any question. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any question. If at any time during this interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. You can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Any statement can and will be used against you in a court of law. You understand those? Do you have any questions over any of them? Read those two. Isn't that working?
Thank you.
And you're employed here at BJ's, correct? How long have you been working here?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. And what is your position that you've primarily done here at BJ's?
I do cashiering and then I also do sub-checkout.
Okay. And what does that entail?
Sub-checkout is just like when they want to do their
Okay. And what are your responsibilities with that?
Just help customers and ensure.
You headed over to Tiny Pikes. Okay. All right. Do you know why we're here today?
Yes.
Okay. You can, in your own words, explain to me why we're here.
I'm basically going to be charged for fraud or assisting with fraud.
Okay. Why do you feel that? Why do you think that?
Because I helped someone basically steal from BJ's.
Go ahead.
Okay. Can you explain to me in greater detail how this is?
Oh, sorry.
Like, how long has this been going on? When did this start?
I would say it started last year around November-ish. The guy approached me and asked me if I could input his coupons, and I said okay. I didn't think it would be a recurring thing, but it ended up being a recurring thing. And personally, I didn't know how to approach my managers to ask for help to making sure this customer would stay away. But
Okay, so you said back in November.
yeah, I mean around that time. I'm not 100% sure what day.
Okay, of 2022?
Yes.
And where were you at? The person, what's his name?
I don't even know his name.
It went on and on. I even helped him with tax exemptions, knowing it was wrong. I thought I'd get fired, but I didn't know how to stop. Then yesterday, investigators and police showed up with all the proof laid out against me.
Okay. And so where were you at in the store when you first approached him? Okay. And how does this happen? How does he come up to you? What takes
Well,
place?
at first he was like, my coupons are not going through, like, I need help and everything, so I just did them because that's what I'm used to. Like, if someone has a problem with the coupon, I make sure the coupon, they have the actual physical item, and then I input the coupon.
Okay. And so what happened with this instance? The first one back in November.
I just inputted his coupons and made sure he had the correct items, and he just told me the prices of how many coupons he had.
Okay. So he told you the prices?
Yes.
So what type of coupons were you, like, were they paper coupons you were scanning in, or how did you do it?
Well, for self-checkout, when we do like physical overrides, anything over $10, we have to make sure that they have the coupon, and we scan our override card and put it in.
Okay. And how many coupons is a person allowed to use?
I mean, I was told they can use as long as they have the physical item and the amount that you can put in.
Okay. So as long as they have the item, they can use how many coupons per item?
Yes, it's one item. It's one coupon per item.
Okay. And so what? So he would just tell you how many to put in?
He would tell me like how much to put in, like $90, $50.
Okay. And did you verify that all the product was there and he had each coupon for each product?
I would look just for the product and the coupon. I didn't see how many coupons he was giving me.
You didn't verify?
No.
Okay. Did you know like that what you were doing was wrong?
I did. I just didn't know how to approach it.
Okay. So how did he know when you were working to come in?
Sometimes he would walk in the front door, and sometimes I'd be at the front door, so then he would wait until I was back at my, by where I was. If not, then he would be waiting by the bathroom.
Okay. Did he ever ask you for your schedule to know what days of the weeks you were here?
No.
Okay. Did you ever communicate with him outside of here?
No. I don't even know who he is, to be honest with you.
Okay. You never got curious and looked him up in your membership?
No.
You never looked at his membership card to see who he was? Okay. How many times do you think you've done this? Like, how often does this occur?
I mean, when I'm working, it's like at least 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times?
A day.
A
like
day?
when I'm working.
So he'll come in 3 times a day?
Yes, yeah, so
and
I'm at like different separate times.
Okay. And what does he say to you when you're doing this?
He just says, hello, I'm ready for my coupons.
Okay. And he's never once offered you anything in exchange?
No.
Did he ever give you any type of a gift in exchange? Just saying, hey, thanks for always helping me out?
No.
Did he ever, I'm trying to understand, like, how did he, know that you would be willing to do this each and every time?
I guess I just never really questioned him about it, so he always just came up to me.
And what kind of products is he buying?
Medicine, like medical, like allergy medicine, anything like that.
And is it always the same type of products?
Yes.
And does he say what he's doing with these products?
I think he resells them.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he does.
What makes you think that?
I mean, sometimes when I'm on a register, he does tax exempt, and sometimes tax exempt, they resell the product that they buy here.
Okay.
If not, it's for his own personal use, for like his store or something like that.
Okay. And tax exempt, what does he do to do tax exempt?
It's just that he doesn't have to pay tax on stuff that he buys.
But does he show you something to do that?
No, it's already on his card.
Okay. For his membership card?
Yeah, his membership card.
Okay. And what do you have to do to get tax exempt?
I override it. I have to override the tax exempt.
And do you override it?
Yes, sometimes, but not all the time.
Okay. But he showed you on his card that he's taxed.
Well, when you scan it, it will show you a prompt that says tax exempt.
Okay. And then what causes that to pop up is what I'm trying to understand is how is it entered in the system that you?
Yes, in his system underneath his membership, there's like a certain certificate that they have to bring in, that they have to put in for him to have active membership.
Okay. Did he ever tell you he was reselling this stuff?
Not that I know of, no.
You don't recall him telling you what he did with the products?
No.
And what did you think when he was coming in 2-3 times a day?
That's what I thought, like he was reselling, so I was like, okay. Because I've seen people here multiple times, out of the day, all the time.
And do you know, like, he never asked you what days you work?
No.
Okay.
But I have literally like a consistent schedule, so I'm here.
You work the same days each week? Okay, and what days are those?
Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
I mean Sunday. Sunday, Tuesday. I'm off Saturday for school.
Okay. So walk me through exactly what took place today.
Today?
Yeah, this morning.
I mean, he came in, I know he went to membership to return something. And then maybe 20 minutes later he came back to my line and I just did what I do.
Okay. Step by step, like I don't understand any of it.
I scan his card and then I scan all of his items. And then when I'm done with that, he just tells me the prices of his coupons that he has and then I input them.
Okay. So you don't verify that the amount he's telling you matches what the product is?
No.
Okay. And so how much was his total today?
Like $40.
Okay. But how much was it before the override coupons?
Like 1,000 something.
Okay. Does that seem a little bit...
It does, yes.
Okay. I mean, did you realize it was wrong?
Yes.
Okay. And does he know it's wrong? Has he ever said anything to you about it?
No.
He's never made any acknowledgement about it?
No.
Okay. And so you say the amounts he does, is it usually around $1,000 or does it vary or how?
Yeah, it's around 1,000.
Okay. So if he comes in 3 times a day, each time it's around $1,000? Okay. Do you know where he's getting the coupons?
I mean, the coupons that he has are mostly BJ's coupons from like the coupon books that I have.
Okay. And what does that mean if they're BJ's coupons?
Like it's from the corporation. The corporation like gives out the coupons.
Okay. All right. And can you use that many coupons?
When you scan them, no. If you scan them, it will limit to you to like how many items you have. Like if he has 3 items and he tries to scan 4 coupons, then that 4th coupon will.
Okay. And what happens then? So say you try to scan the 4th. What do you have to do to make? If you wanted to input that?
I have to just put it in manually.
And how do you do that?
If he's on self-checkout, then I just go all the way to the end and I scan it I scan my override card, and then I put in the price, and then it'll come off as a coupon.
Okay, and so like today, when you did an override, correct? And the amount you put in, he told you the amount to put in? Okay. All right.
But I know you said when you told him that you were just scared, you didn't know what to do. He never threatened you or anything. I
just felt uncomfortable.
You felt uncomfortable? Yeah. But when he came to your register, you pretty much know what you were going to do.
Yeah, because it's just like a routine.
A routine, okay. Today, when he was at your register and he's passing you the coupons, were you just putting the numbers in this time? He wasn't telling you today, though, right? Like you just knew how much to take off for the.
No, he tells me how many. Like he'll tell me like $90, $60.
So what is he doing today on the video? He's
He
passing
just,
you
like
coupons.
the stacks of the coupons.
And then what is he saying? Right?
Yes.
Tell me. Tell me how he does.
Yeah, that's what he does. He just stacks them and he goes 90, 60, 24 or whatever.
And what were the coupons for? Like $1 off?
Yeah, $1. Sometimes they're $7, $8.
Okay. But he was telling you today what to put in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does he tell you every time what to put in?
Yes.
Do you collect the coupons?
Yeah, I mean, when it's at self-checkout, they throw them in the box.
Okay.
And then if it's at a register, I put them in the pouch.
Okay.
Have you ever told anybody about this? Like a friend, family, any coworker about it? No? And what does the policy say for something like this here? Like, is there a policy about the coupons and putting manufacturing what you can and cannot do?
I mean, all as I know is it's just one item one coupon per item.
And so, the reason to continue doing it, or that you kept doing it since November, what was that? I'm trying to understand.
I didn't really have a reason. It's just I didn't know how to approach my managers about it.
Okay. Like, I mean, if you saw him coming to the register, could you not?
I mean, sometimes when he would come in, I would try to make myself busy so I wouldn't have to help him.
Okay. And what did you think was going to happen if you went through your numbers?
I would get fired and I kind of need this job for school.
Can I ask you one more question? Yeah. Honestly, truthfully, since we already know you've been doing it with this guy, have you done it with anybody else? Family, friends, co-workers? No. Do you know if anybody else has been doing this thing? Not that I know. 'Cause I'm trying to understand how you came up, how you came up with doing this so many at a time. I don't know if you saw someone else doing it, or you just did it.
I just did it.
Okay.
Did he indicate to you to do this? Did he tell you how to do this? Did he have an idea that you could do this?
No, it's like when you work self-checkout, you know what to do for certain things. For like coupons, like you know you have to override it, so you have to have a card to do it.
Okay. So the very first time you met him, he approached you and asked you to help him with his coupons.
Mm-hmm.
Did he go into detail about that, what that meant? So you just automatically started giving him the discounts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright.
Did you ever think that this would come back?
Yeah, I knew it was going to come back eventually, but
you still couldn't say no.
Well, what made you say yes the first time? What made you do it the first time?
the first time I thought he was just a regular customer, that he just needed help with coupons, that's all.
But why give him the extra the first time? If you did the overrides on the first transaction, the first time you did it, where you gave him, did he tell you the amounts the first time?
Yes, he always tells me that.
Okay, so how did he know you would do that?
Honestly.
And what made you do it? I mean, if you didn't, that's the very first time, there's no, I mean, you could have easily said no. What made you do that? What made you feel the need to do that?
Maybe just to get him out. It was probably like a busy day, and I just wanted everyone to be out.
I think that's all that I had. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that everything is true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Your boss. 15. Sir?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just will need a second set just to stand up for me.
Do you have a set?
I put them on.
I'm gonna pat you down. Do you have anything that's gonna poke or stick me?
No.
No?
I mean, other than this, probably. My card.
Nothing on you that you shouldn't have?
No, it's just my phone and my AirPods.
Okay.
I have my keys downstairs with my pocket.
Where are they?
They're on register 7.
Okay, well I'm sure we'll get like your house keys and stuff.
Yeah, my car keys. My car. Yeah.
Can you just turn around for me?
Yep.
Alright.
What we'll do is we'll get all your property.
And that's the end of our Bargain Bandits run. Charged with fraud and grand theft, she walked away with 3 years of probation and a $63,000 bill. Looks like her coupon clipping days.
Ultimately, I was charged with fraud and grand theft. I got 3 years of probation and a $63,000 bill. Do you think that was a fair sentence for what I did, or did I get off too easy? On May 22nd, 2025, on our way back from Vegas, we got pulled over in Ohio. My car had tinted windows and a cracked windshield, but that was just the beginning. I had no idea a simple road trip would turn into this.
Yeah, I caught that. That's a pretty decent crack right where your view's supposed to be at. Okay. Alright.
So my mechanic can't fix it. I took it in yesterday for an oil change and all that crap.
Okay, you got a dog in the back?
Yeah, my little Keyshawn.
Oh, nice.
Limpy.
She's wimpy?
She's limpy.
Oh, limpy.
I accidentally stepped on her. I'm dropping them off and taking her to the vet.
Okay.
But, he told me to have like this, I don't know, something like that.
Okay, yeah. Do you have insurance registration with you for the vehicle? Do you happen to have an ID with you, sir? You don't? No? Alright.
Why am I getting pulled over?
I told you the tint, the cracked windshield, then you shortcut through the parking lot. I know that's a weird right turn only intersection. There's signs, you make a right at the intersection, and there's some signs that would be around the other hotel.
I didn't know that.
You're not from here, so I wouldn't expect you to know that, but you gotta obey the signs. Oh, you are?
I moved to Nevada
Okay, I just saw you, Monroe Falls. Is that still a good address?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Hey, so thank you.
Then I gotta loop around.
What's that?
I gotta loop around.
Yeah. Can you go ahead and write your name and your social for me? I appreciate that. Do you have an Ohio license?
No. He's from Nevada.
Oh, you're from Vegas? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to talk with you out here, okay? I'm going to have my partner watch traffic. I'm going to have you step out real quick. Just go over this stuff and get you guys rolling on your way, okay?
I don't know, something affected me.
What's that?
Oh no, I got a really bad rash.
You got a rash? Okay. Well, you keep your shirt on.
I know. No, it's really bad. I use your product.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's stand off here so we're out of between the cars. I don't like standing between them. Okay. So where are you guys coming from today?
From my room.
From the room?
So I moved to Nevada. My son was getting in a ton of trouble, so I sent him back with his dad.
Okay.
And I gave it a little bit of time for him to learn, like, you know, like, you need me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then I came out here to get him. We're staying there for a couple days. My windshield got cracked. We got stuck on a freaking mountain in Colorado.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, I need a tune-up.
Here, let's go back here. I'm going to write you a warning ticket. Not a real ticket, a warning.
I gotta get a tune-up oil change. Need a new windshield. Like, it was a hell of a trip, let me tell you.
Hang on right here. I got my ticket, my warning's on the other side. You can just stay right there.
One of your officers was telling me yesterday that my insurance should cover that. Because he said
A lot of times they will. It depends on your level of coverage.
It's progressive.
Yep.
Oh, I have super full coverage.
Okay, cool.
Like, I have lockouts, tows, and everything. Because I
Awesome.
lock my keys in my car lot.
You'll definitely be. That's worth the call because that's not cheap. You know what I mean?
Twice, on a Monday and a Wednesday. I caught and got lockouts because I had a feeling I got 3 of them. And on Monday and Wednesday, I used 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you know the guys in the car?
So they're all from Stowe.
From where?
Stowe.
Oh,
Where
okay.
we live. Yeah, they're all my son's friends and his girlfriend. They wanted to hang out. My daughter missed them. So I let them come stay the night. I got to take them all home.
Is your son in the car?
Yeah.
Which
my
one's your
son's
son?
in the middle.
Oh, in the middle in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's his best friend from Nevada. I brought him with me to kind of help. You know what I mean? Help with the drive and then help get him back out there and keep us from arguing and just like kind of mediate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's nice.
Because he's struggling with some things and I'm just trying to get him away from here.
Yeah.
Stowe is not what I thought it was.
Really?
We're in Henderson. It's
Oh, nice.
Have you been there?
I have.
You go there?
Oh, yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah. How long you been out there?
4 months.
You like it?
Yeah, there's just something about the sun every morning in the mountains that like helps your soul.
Oh, it feels good.
Yeah, I actually left too for my own struggles. I'll be honest, I was an alcoholic. I went to Vegas and got sober.
Good for you.
And everybody's like, what? And I'm like, you know, an alcoholic could go to Vegas of all places and get sober. But sometimes having it in your face all the time is like enough to say no.
That's awesome.
I think
Good
it's the
for you.
fatal accidents I see every day. Like I've seen bodies fall out of car dad.
Really?
Yeah, so I think I think that's what did it. Seeing all those accidents and drunk drivers. And I was like, I just don't want that, you know?
How long did it take you to drive out here then?
Oh my gosh. The drive there was 4 days, but the drive back was a day and a half. Because I like already
Wait,
did
you
it.
drove from here to go there?
I drove there with my kids, and then my son acted up, so I flew him back out here.
Okay.
Because he needed to learn a hard lesson, like what life's like without me.
So you drove your son from Stowe out to Vegas?
Yep, I
and
just
then you
one day
flew him
packed
out?
up my shit and was gone.
Okay.
And you know, and I have a storage unit here I need to empty out.
Okay.
So there's just stuff to take care of. I just left. I didn't handle everything because I was just trying to really get him out of harm's way.
Yeah.
Away from the drugs, away from the violence. It was too much.
Good.
It was hard.
Yeah. So who did you drive it back with from Vegas?
With his friend. I brought his friend to help drive.
The front passenger?
Yep, I brought him to help drive and then to help me, to help us mediate. Because we argue a lot. You know, he's a teenager. Holy crap.
Yeah, he's locked up. He's not coming out.
Dude, he made my Keyshawn alive.
So, are you going back to Vegas or are you staying out here?
Yeah, we're gonna go back. No, he's coming too.
Oh, your son's coming back?
I got a question.
Yeah.
I have to meet a parent. So my son struggles with like the opiates or whatnot.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know what I mean? He's been sober, but he's relapsed twice. But the problem is that the facilities won't take them without their consent and they're minors.
Yeah.
Which is effed up to me beyond royally, mentally, all kind of ways, right? But I found out there was a place out here. That's why I really came back, and he doesn't know it yet, but he's about to be thrown in.
Okay.
So I don't know yet. I don't know how long it's gonna take.
Let me ask you this: your car does smell like marijuana. How much weed's in the car?
I don't know. I know they were smoking before we left.
Okay. I mean, are they 21 and older?
Yeah, he is. Well, he's 20. He's about to be 21.
All
He
right.
was smoking.
Well, they got
can't
to be
smoke in
21
my
and
room.
older.
Okay.
So
I didn't know
they
that.
brought the weed in the car?
No, he was smoking before we left. I won't let them smoke in my room. He did smoke. He smoked in the car.
Okay.
I didn't know until I came out and smelled it, and I was like, "Fuck you guys! Like, you can't do that."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, where are you guys headed to right now then?
So I gotta take her. I gotta take them back to Stowe. I gotta take my daughter to her sitter. I gotta take my dog to the vet because I accidentally stepped on her and she's limping. So I just got a lot of crap to do.
Okay.
Hopefully my dog's okay.
Your dog?
Yeah, she's like not even stepping on it.
Ugh.
And she's a show dog. Like I have a photo shoot for her. She's a dog that does the tricks and like
Okay.
and with the little bows. She's a Q-Shun. So if I broke her, it's not healthy. Oh my god.
Is there anything inside the vehicle I need to be concerned about that would be illegal in the car? Any firearms?
Not that I know of.
Any kind of computer equipment for like skimmers, scanners, anything like ripping off credit cards, anything like that?
There better not be.
Okay. Part of what we do on the roadways is make sure there's nothing illegal going from point A to
Yeah,
point
if
B.
there's some shit going
Within
on
the
like
state,
that, we
without
got
a state,
problem.
anything like
Yeah,
that.
no,
Okay.
no.
So no firearms, no electronics.
I came to get my kid.
Okay. Any drugs inside the vehicle?
Not that I know of.
Any crack?
No.
Cocaine?
No.
Opiates?
No.
Marijuana? Meth? anything like
Not,
that?
not that I know of. I don't.
Any large amounts of currency?
What's that?
Like a ton of money, like tens of
No.
thousands of dollars
No,
or anything
no,
like that? Would you
no.
mind if I searched your vehicle to make sure there's nothing illegal in there?
Yeah, I don't.
You don't mind?
I mean,
I can search it?
I have nothing to hide.
Okay, all right, thanks, I appreciate it. This officer's just gonna get your SOCH and the phone number, and that'll be it on there. That's just a warning, it's not a ticket, okay? Just, you gotta have a few issues to take care of with the car and moving violations wise, okay? All right, thanks. She gave consent, so we'll have him come out. All right. Don't reach. Back here. What do you have? What do you have on your left there? Yeah, you're reaching hard, man.
What's by your phone? Why put anything in your pants? Why are you reaching down there? Hold on a second.
Here, we're gonna pat you down, okay?
Yeah.
I got a little bit.
What's that?
I got something in my pocket right here.
You got don't reach. What do you got in your pocket? Can I get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just some weed. How old are you, man?
I'm 20.
You're 20? Okay. You gotta be 21 to have it, alright? So not the end of the world. I appreciate you being honest, though, okay? I'm not looking to jam you up over a little bit of personal use, okay? We can search them. Yeah, I'll just go here. Alright. You got shorts on or are those boxers?
Boxers.
Those are boxers, okay. You didn't tuck anything down your underwear, down your pants, nothing like that?
Okay. That's all I have.
Alright. That's all you have, man. Did you already get that side?
Not real well.
Okay. Is that just your vape?
Yeah, that's just my lighter.
Or your lighter, rather? Okay.
Yeah, we're walkers.
What's that?
Weed is legal.
Move your hands for me.
Yeah, so in Ohio, to have weed on you, you have to be 21 years old, okay? You only, what else you got in there?
That's my
Cuff them. Yeah. I got it. Feels like pills. Yeah. I knew he had.
Yeah, he crotched the
Hey,
pills.
I'm just going to advise you your rights real quick, all right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to attorney if you cannot afford.
When the officer started asking about the marijuana smell, things went south fast. My son, then the entire car was searched. They found fentanyl and a stolen gun. I was just trying to help my son get sober, not get into this mess.
The whole time. Just tell me.
That's my boss.
Yeah, we're going to find it. All you got to do is tell me. I know there's something in it, so.
Alright, step back from the car. Alright. If I shake it, is it going to fall out? Because I don't want to reach in your pants.
No, sir.
It's not going to fall out? Right on. Alright, let's go back in the second car. What else do you have on you? Because anything else you bring back to jail is going to be an F3. Even if it's a roach, if it's one pill, if it's a needle cat, right? You understand? Okay. Do you have anything else on you? I'm gonna have you kick your shoes off before you get in here, okay? Are these fentanyl? Just straight up, are they press fentanyl?
Yes, sir.
They are? Okay, thanks, man. I just don't want to get that stuff, you know. It doesn't hold up like regular pills do. I don't want to have somebody get a bunch of powder on them.
Is there more in the vehicle?
No, sir.
Is there more on you?
No, sir. That's.
You didn't seem too confident on that. So here's what's going to happen, okay? I'll be honest with you. Thank you for being honest with me. As much as you've been, okay? I get it. You don't want to get in trouble with this, all right? You're not, you know, El Chapo with this, okay? It's not a small deal, but it's not the end of the world, okay? If you have something else on you, you're going to go to jail. All right? I'm just being upfront. Right now, you are going to jail, okay, for the possession of these. You're going to get strip searched in the jail, okay? If you bring anything on in you, even if it's one of these pills or anything at all like that, that's a felony 3, okay? That's a pretty high felony in Ohio. That's mandatory jail time in most cases. Is there anything else on you? Because I'd rather find it out here and talk with you about it than have you bring it back in there, and then the bosses don't let us really talk, and you know, it is what it is. You bring something dangerous in the jail. They don't play with that.
Yes, sir. No, sir. I don't have nothing else.
Nothing else. Okay, I'm gonna pat you down again to make sure. Okay, is that cool? Right.
That's
How many are in there?
I think like a couple hundred.
About 100?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, that's more than personal use. Okay. Go ahead, spread your legs for me a little further.
You realize it's a lot bigger charge when you go to jail, and there's some more in.
Yeah.
Okay. So you haven't been honest one time yet, so I'm giving you a chance right now. Okay. There's nothing on you, correct? That was it. That weed, right?
I'll let you have a seat. I'm gonna check your shoes, and then I'll let you put those back on. Okay. If you want to sit like butt in, feet out, or that works. All right. Anything stuffed down your shoes?
Yes, sir.
How much Balenciaga shoes cost? 800? Woo!
You ever been arrested before?
What's that? All right, man. You want to slide those back on? Go ahead, put that in. Don't kick me, dude, okay? Good? Alright, cool, man. Thanks. Go ahead, have a seat. I'll take his property and this, put it in my car.
Yeah, I knew there was something in there. He was just acting weird.
Dude, he was touching it the whole time in and out.
When I
Great
got
caught on that. Yep, excellent catch on. Get them out. I got to.
Answers are evasive, dude.
Yeah. She gave me a story about driving out to Vegas and one day with her son, flying the son home, taking him.
She told you?
Yeah, taking him from Vegas, who we just arrested, driving 4 days back here to meet the son again.
They have no timelines. They have nothing. Like,
yeah.
I had no idea.
Are we here? I was at RAS talking to her.
Yeah,
the story didn't make sense.
Okay,
So.
even what your story is, what I got is
They don't match?
Right on.
We're going to have everybody hop out. We do have probable cause to search everybody in the vehicle, okay? Well, he's an adult, so, and you're not his mom, right?
No. So I'm not allowed to know?
He's going back to jail. It's his business. If he wants to tell you, he can, okay? It'd be like if you had something, I wouldn't want to tell him. You know what I mean?
I can't hear you.
Told him to get out. Mom gave consent to search. Told him to get out. He starts reaching in his crotch immediately. Tell him not to reach. He keeps reaching, putting his crotch up against the thing. He gives us consent to search and pat him down. I feel my dude, that's a bag of pills. He's like, there's nothing there. I shook his pants. They fell out down his pant legs.
No,
he said it's 100 fentanyl pills.
You already checked out this satchel?
I did, but double check it. That's a gun.
Yep.
Baby girl.
Hell yeah. Checking your first something.
Yeah.
I didn't even get there yet. You would run it? Keep looking up there?
Yeah. Thanks. Koenig? I've never heard of that. Hey, ma'am, is this your bag? Okay.
Nope. What did you say?
She said no. It was tucked up under the seat.
I'll ask
that yours?
I already Mirandized.
Nope. She's got a thin blue line flag, air freshener. I'm gonna take pictures of that stuff.
This is like look at this.
Yeah.
Like, backs of the seats.
This car's been ripped.
I think we should probably see if those dudes want to get a search warrant for that hotel room.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I think.
So did you talk to the kid if this was his bag? Or ask him anything?
I did not.
Okay. Alright. I did.
Okay, I
I went and talked to him. Basically said that he remembers Miranda rights. He's denying ownership. Doesn't know anything about it. That's not his bag, not his gun.
You showed it to him?
We all know it's bullshit. I didn't show him the bag, guys.
Okay.
I asked her. She goes, "Oh, I don't know anything about it." And the 7-year-old girl goes, "That's Chino's."
Beautiful.
I go, "How does she know that?" "Well, he watches her sometimes, and I don't see everything that happens."
Perfect. Then, dude, that's good enough for me.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, aside
Which
from
one? The little kid said that?
The little girl, the 7-year-old.
Right on.
They're like 100%. That's Chino's.
Yeah. I got a picture. Dude, they got a thin blue line air freshener hanging, a big wooden cross sitting on the dash.
Good.
All the good stuff.
All right, I'll peel this then.
Yeah. Hey, there's another bag.
Where was that?
Right under the front passenger seat.
Nice.
So, I was pulling the seat back. I don't know if it fell or if it was there. I'm like, that bag doesn't look normal.
Where was it?
Right under the front passenger seat. Right on like the seat. I was pulling on this and it fell out. So let's fucking yank these. What'd you find? More?
I don't know what it is. Where is it at? Alright, so I peeled this side right here.
Hey,
Yeah.
We just found a whole bunch more.
Yeah, they got hides.
Awesome.
Dude, is that weed or is that key?
Dude, that's not quite a key.
That's like a quarter probably.
Dude, if that's weed, I'm gonna be really mad. I know that. But there's no way
that's
they go to
packaging.
that.
That's packaging. That's gonna be fucking heroin.
Maybe it's cocaine at a cheaper cost.
I think it's gold.
Hey, and
It smells like it.
Oh, does it have that?
Like that painter's, like.
So, well, if it's pills, think about it like this. If this is 21, how many do you think that would be?
That's a good point.
You know?
It might be, man. It's like moving around. It's not, dude. Feel that. That might be pills, bro.
These aren't too durable, so it's not like.
Yeah, you're right. I'm excited, dude. Nice fucking job, bro.
You great fucking style.
Crep's calling. I'll throw those.
I was gonna say, do you have bags?
Yeah, I'll keep all this separate. I'll start marking down what came from where.
Okay. Yeah, because we're also gonna figure out where your kids are going and all that stuff.
Well, my sitter is on 73. My mom is on.
Okay, we'll figure it out when we get back. Obviously, we're not trying to.
This is fucking insane. I don't even know what you found and what's going on.
With over $50,000 in value, this operation was definitely not a small-time affair. The mother was
Now I'm charged with drug trafficking and child endangerment, and my son's friend got hit with $1 million bail. I'm facing jail time. Do you think a mother trying to save her kid deserves to end up like this?